Emily walked slowly down the hallway, holding her one backpack close to her chest. Her brown hair was tied into a simple ponytail, and her sneakers were old but carefully cleaned. Her jeans had been washed so many times the color had faded almost completely. Still, she kept her head high. Emily had learned long ago not to complain. At 17 years old, she carried responsibilities that most teenagers never imagined. Her mother worked two exhausting jobs, cleaning office buildings during the day and waitressing at a diner late into the night. Ever since Emily's father passed away after a long illness 5 years earlier, life had been a constant struggle. Hospital bills had taken everything. Savings, their small car, even their house. Now they lived in a tiny apartment above a laundromat on the edge of town. Emily often helped by babysitting neighborhood children or tutoring younger students after school. Every dollar mattered, which meant prom simply wasn't possible. The ticket alone cost $70. Then there was the dress, shoes, hair, photos, transportation. Emily had done the math once. The total had made her quietly close the school website and pretend she never saw it. As she passed a group of girls excitedly discussing hairstyles, Emily forced herself not to listen. Instead, she stepped outside onto the front steps of the school. The afternoon sun felt warm against her face as she sat on the edge of the stone staircase. For a moment, she simply watched the world around her. Cars pulled into the parking lot. Students laughed as they walked past. Someone played music softly from their phone. Emily pulled her phone from her pocket and scrolled through social media. Prom dresses, prom shoes, prom invitations. She sighed and locked the screen. Maybe next year, she whispered to herself. Even though she knew there wouldn't be a next year. Prom only happened once. Just then, something caught her eye. A pair of shoes sat on the bench beside the steps. They were elegant black dress shoes, polished leather, perfectly shaped, clearly expensive. Emily stared at them for a moment. They looked almost brand new. She glanced around. A man stood nearby, a few steps away from the bench. He was speaking quietly on his phone. He didn't look like a high school student. He appeared to be in his late 20s or early 30s. Tall, calm, confident. He wore a simple dark jacket over a white shirt and jeans. Nothing flashy, but everything about him seemed composed. The way he stood, the way he spoke, even the way he paused while listening on the phone. Emily quickly looked away. It wasn't her business, but her eyes drifted back to the shoes. They were beautiful, exactly the kind of shoes girls wore with prom dresses. Emily felt a strange pull in her chest. A thought appeared in her mind. A ridiculous thought. She immediately shook her head. Don't be stupid. But the idea refused to leave. Her heart began beating faster. She looked at the man again. He was still finishing his call. Emily's fingers twisted nervously together. She stood up, then sat back down, then stood again. Just ask, she muttered under her breath. Her voice trembled slightly. Finally, the man ended his call and slipped his phone into his pocket. Emily cleared her throat softly. Excuse me. The man turned toward her. His eyes were calm and curious. Yes. Emily pointed shyly at the bench. Are those your shoes? He glanced at them and nodded. Yes, they are. Emily swallowed. Her courage almost disappeared, but she forced the words out. Can I ask you something a little strange? The man tilted his head slightly, amused. Go ahead. Emily took a deep breath. Her cheeks turned red. Can I borrow your shoes for prom? The moment the words left her mouth, Emily wanted to disappear. Her hands flew up quickly. I mean, sorry. That sounds crazy. Forget I said anything. The man didn't laugh. Instead, he looked at her with quiet interest. Why would you need to borrow them? He asked gently. Emily hesitated. Then she shrugged awkwardly. I don't really have prom shoes. Her voice softened. Actually, I don't really have anything for prom. The man leaned slightly against the bench. What's your name? Emily. Well, Emily, he said calmly, why not buy some shoes? Emily gave a small, embarrassed smile. Because groceries come before prom. The honesty in her voice surprised even herself. For a moment, neither of them spoke. Students passed by laughing, completely unaware of the quiet conversation happening on the steps. The man studied her face carefully. Not with pity, but with respect. You asked a stranger for his shoes, he said thoughtfully. That takes courage. Emily laughed nervously. Or desperation. He smiled slightly. Maybe both. Then he picked up the black shoes from the bench. Emily immediately shook her head. No, it's okay. Really, I shouldn't have asked. But the man extended them toward her. You can borrow them. Emily blinked. What? For prom? Her eyes widened. You're serious? Yes. But why? He shrugged casually. Because sometimes people just need a small chance to enjoy life. Emily accepted the shoes carefully, as if they were made of crystal. They're beautiful, she whispered. Then she looked worried. How will I return them? Meet me here tomorrow evening, the man said. Emily nodded quickly. I will, I promise. The man stood up and brushed invisible dust from his jacket. What time is your prom? Saturday night. Then I hope you enjoy it. Emily smiled for the first time that day. A real smile. Their small apartment above the laundromat was unusually quiet that evening. The hum of the washing machines downstairs vibrated softly through the floor while the smell of fresh detergent drifted through the thin walls. Emily stood in front of the small cracked mirror in her bedroom. Her dress wasn't expensive. In fact, it was borrowed from her neighbor, Mrs. Alvarez, whose daughter had worn it 3 years earlier. But after a few adjustments and careful ironing, it looked beautiful. Soft blue fabric flowed gently to her knees, and the color made her eyes shine. Emily slowly slipped on the black shoes. They fit perfectly. She took a few careful steps across the room. Click, click, click. The sound echoed softly on the wooden floor. For a moment, Emily simply stared at herself in the mirror. She barely recognized the girl looking back. Wow, she whispered. Just then, the bedroom door opened slightly. Her mother peeked inside. Maria Carter looked tired as always. Long hours at the diner had left faint shadows under her eyes, but when she saw Emily standing there, she froze. Her hand covered her mouth. Oh my goodness. Emily turned nervously. Do I look okay? Maria stepped inside slowly, her eyes filling with tears. Okay, she said softly. Emily, you look like a princess. Emily laughed shyly. Really? Her mother nodded, walking closer. Your father would be so proud if he could see you tonight. Emily felt a lump form in her throat. Maria gently fixed a loose strand of hair behind Emily's ear. Where did you get those shoes? She asked. Emily hesitated. A friend lent them to me. Her mother smiled warmly. That was very kind of them. Emily nodded. Yes, very kind. The school gymnasium looked completely different from its usual appearance. Colorful lights sparkled across the ceiling. Silver and blue decorations hung everywhere. Music filled the room, and students danced happily under glowing chandeliers made of paper stars. Emily walked inside slowly, feeling nervous. For a moment, she expected someone to laugh, to whisper, to point at her borrowed dress. But no one did. In fact, a few students smiled. Emily, you look great. Nice dress. Those shoes are awesome. Emily felt her confidence grow with every step. Soon she was laughing with friends, dancing to music, and forgetting about the worries that usually followed her everywhere. For a few magical hours, she felt like every other teenager. Happy, free, normal. The next evening, Emily carefully cleaned the black shoes with a soft cloth. She wanted them to look perfect before returning them. At exactly 6 o'clock, she walked back to the front steps of Lincoln High School. The same place where everything had started. The evening sky glowed orange and pink as the sun began to set. Emily spotted him immediately. The same man stood near the bench, looking out across the empty campus. But this time, something was different. A sleek black luxury car was parked nearby, and 2 men in dark suits stood quietly beside it. Emily slowed her steps. Her heart started beating faster. Why would someone need bodyguards? She walked closer. Hi, she said. The man turned and smiled. Hello, Emily. She held out the shoes. Thank you for letting me borrow them. Prom was amazing. I'm glad you enjoyed it. As he took the shoes, one of the men in suits approached and handed him a folded newspaper. The front page faced outward. Emily glanced down and froze. Her eyes widened. There was a photograph of the man standing right in front of her. The headline read,